Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan, my people, hope everybody in okay, hope everybody in alright. I'm going to say the mayhem continues. 2 shots, 1 fatally. Guess which part, people? Right in one little place them called Stony. The police are now on the scene of a murder and shooting at a house in Boonall Road in Stony, St. Andrew. Report reaching our news team that around 3:30 p.m., resident heard loud explosion and summoned the police. On the other of the police, guess what? One. Them going at the house and them see one man body lie down on the ground. Dead. The injured person, a woman, was taken to the hospital where she was reported to be treated for a gunshot wound to the head. Only when people dead, 1 out of 2 things happen. You understand? I can tell you the truth, you know. It's either them dead or them turned vegetable. But you see the family member them don't really want to take care of the vegetable. So them are going to do anything in them power. You see, you kick your bucket. But anyway, now people watch you go and power go on. Them are 2 thief in boy, yeah. Me have them pictures, so no need for worrying yourself. I'm going to tell you this. Leanmouth Commissioner boy can't tell me, say, no for show them picture. I go and show them picture to the world. 2 members of the Jamaican Constabulary Force, big thief them, have been arrested in connection with a multi-million-dollar robbery of 2 Chinese nationals in Kingston. The lawmen are facing charges of robbery aggravation. It's reported at about 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday, June 6, the 2 Chinese nationals were at their wholesale when they were visited by 2 police officers dressed in plain clothes. The police officers showed their ID and presented a document that they said was a warrant from the Constant Spring Police for the property to be searched for uncustomed goods. They were granted access to the business establishment. One of the Chinese nationals was led to the family living quarters upstairs when a search was conducted. The police officer found and took $8.5 million and US $40,000 from a metal filing cabinet and an iPhone 14. The Chinese national object and told the officers not to take the family's money because it was to pay for accredited goods. The officer reportedly told them that the money would be returned and they should drive behind them to the police station. But as the Chinese national was about to get into the vehicle to follow the policemen, the officer sped off with the money. The iPhone was tracked, and guess what, people? Guess what? The 2 thiefing boy them. Them go for them. You see all the one they see in his slippers when they sit down on the white car long time with my thief. You understand? And the one that the pastor shirt, him a big thief too. Them head back should have get slapped out. You understand? And them I think a commissioner lead month for come talk about. Anyway, now people watch our go on. You see the little lean mouth one who know exactly who me attack. Me see him sit down round table with a favorite mistake and them a chat one whole heap of foolishness. But kill them dead people are fool. But tell them already, you know. People are not bobo no more. People are yogi. But when the people them are yogi, so kick away bobo. Police Commissioner, the Leanmouth one, said while it may not appear so, at least 5 categories of major crime are down this year compared to last year. Major crime includes murder, robbery, and rape. Yes, people. That him still on table I say, you know. But me, I only know say nothing no go so. Garbage in my chat.
We still see too much crime in the country. And even though it may not feel like it sometimes, the fortunate thing is that all major crimes that we measure, we measure 5 or what we call category 1 crimes, all of them are down in double digits this year over last year. And we have to continue that process of driving those numbers down. And by using the very things we've been talking about. And also doing the work we do with the courts, with the other parts of government and civil society to get better outcomes and better results. So we are certainly committed to driving these numbers down. We are policing in a time of social media. And that has changed the face of things in a significant way. One of the ways it changes the face of things is that how you feel is about what you are fed. And if you think about that, whether it's food or actual content, how you feel is about what you're fed. And when you're getting to your phone, immediately images, videos, that are that previously, heretofore, only the police would see that kind of thing that happened, and now it's becoming a constant diet in everybody's inbox, in their messages, in their WhatsApp. All of these things that are happening creates its own concerns.
You see, for one and them tell you this, and for another and them tell you something different. Let me tell you something. You see, people who them mouth twist up, and you don't believe them. Don't believe them none talk area now. Between January 1st and April 30 this year, 21 murders were recorded in Hanover. 6 more than the corresponding period last year. Every time you're going to one parish, you hear say the murder increased. But yet still, when them come tell you something, them tell us everything going down. How people for believe them? How people for believe them? Then again, watch out one power go on now. They want to take credit for people work and not highlight them, but we don't want that.
We had a little upsurge in violence in the parish. It increased through April, back end of April into May. And that caused us to immediately do some interventions here. So I had to support these people with officers from our Special Operations branch, also at the area level to put some assets here to see if we could bring that down. I think pretty much it is back under control at the moment, and we'll continue to give her the support required to keep it there in the foreseeable future. Specifically around their quick response, motorcycle-based quick response capacity. Now that at the moment is very minimal in Hanover, but I believe everywhere we have put it, it has been effective in controlling and curbing certain types of crime. We've been unable in previous times to really grow Hanover because of a challenge that we had force-wide. Over many years we've been unable to grow the force. Fortunately, that is not the case now. So over the last 2 years, we have been growing the force. Some of the persons who have been the drivers behind the crime we're seeing, the violence we're seeing, the drivers behind some of the lotto scamming activities. And I must say, I just pause to say that that spike that we saw the other day was about lotto scamming, was about money not being shared, and so on, that immediately turns to violence against each other. We had a little upsurge in violence in the parish. It increased through April, back end of April into May. And that caused us to immediately do some interventions here. So I had to support these people with officers from our Special Operations branch, also at the area level to put some assets here to see if we could bring that down. I think pretty much it is back under control at the moment, and we'll continue to give her the support required to keep it there in the foreseeable future. Specifically around their quick response, motorcycle-based quick response capacity. Now that at the moment is very minimal in Hanover, but I believe everywhere we have put it, it has been effective in controlling and curbing certain types of crime. We've been unable in previous times to really grow Hanover because of a challenge that we had force-wide. Over many years we've been unable to grow the force. Fortunately, that is not the case now.
The people them could have just stopped right there to so much part him there, but no. Look, Lane Mouth boy feel like saying for chat more. I seen chat to him go chat more. Let me tell you, him go wake up with answers. I said answers to him go wake up. Me sorry for them, you know. Me sorry for them. Police Lane Mouth Commissioner is suggesting review of legislation to address the use of the internet to create fear and terror in society.
Images, videos that previously, heretofore, only the police would see that kind of thing that happened, and now it's becoming a constant diet in everybody's inbox, in their messages, in their WhatsApp, creates its own concerns. If you layer on top of that persons like the video that went out the other day with the fellow saying they're going to shoot up the place if we go cashless, this is a video that went viral. Now that creates a feeling of fear because we're aware that there are guns in Jamaica, that people are willing to use them, and when somebody puts out a video like that, it creates a challenge for us and fear. What that means is that when we actually capture these people who are doing things like that, We have to certainly to look back now at our legislation and see if it really has caught up with this type of activity to stop that from creating fear and, I dare say, terror within communities. I think we're way past the point where that can be considered a prank. It's not a prank. That's serious public mischief, certainly from my point of view. By later on, we had another one, I think at St. Mary Hyde, another call. Now, there are methods to deal with this and ways of checking the credibility of it, but most of the time, we have to default to safety. So we have to default to going through the process, at least, of doing the necessary checks before allowing people to go about their normal business.